Hi, everybody. Welcome back at Alpha Insider Podcast, where I bring you different experts from different fields. And I brought back our favorite, Olga Zakinova, a real estate associate broker at Douglas Elliman. And we're going to talk about homes in Queens and Long Island. And look, we talked last time about what motivates a real estate broker, what makes a successful real estate broker. We talked about Olga herself and her experience. Today, we're going to get into more nitty-gritty, the details of what you got to do if you want to sell a home for top dollar, or if you want to buy a home and you want to be taken seriously. So let's start off with a very important question for people who want to sell their homes. They want to get the best price for it, okay? There's some effort on their part as well that the seller has to do, right, Olga?
Yes.
So let's talk about that. Tell us, what should the seller do to the house to make sure they get a top dollar, to make your life easier as their real estate broker?
Well, Michael, thank you very much for a beautiful introduction. I thank you very much for your time and all the research you do to take this information out to the public and the world, so we could not only educate our clients, but also motivate them and understand that everything they do today, they will thank themselves in the next couple of years from now.
Speaking of that, I love your new background. You know, when I think of this, I'm thinking of selling a home in New York and moving to Miami.
Yes.
That's great.
Well, Michael, you know that I'm super excited about that new deal that we just closed in Florida, and I can't, get more excited about the fact that we are building this transition between Florida and, New York and New York to Florida.
Yep. And your background is very motivational.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So what I would like to share today and really get people inspired is really do not clutter your homes.
Okay.
When I say do not clutter your homes, okay, it's very difficult to kind of like clean up after you clutter your homes. You brought shopping in, clear it out. You got the mail in, go through it very quickly. Do not pile up newspapers. Do not pile up magazines. Do not pile up everything that could cause a visual distraction. I'm a very big believer in feng shui, as you know, Michael. And my personal belief is that the way you have your space situated around your lifestyle has significant impact on your mood, your attitude, and your success.
Right.
So in the end of the day, I always advise my clients to keep up your home lifestyle in a way that it becomes attractive to the next potential buyer, whomever is walking in.
Yes, so it looks like open space, right? Nice and clean.
Yes. So what I want you to also understand, and my consumers and public to understand, that when we come into preview homes and when we are invited to evaluate the value of the home, we never judge. We really never judge with the lifestyle that people live with, because we understand it's very individual and very unique, right? Some people like it to be like very minimum. They don't like to buy a lot of stuff. They don't like to buy a lot of clothes. Some people don't like to clutter even their closets, right? And some people just get passionate and excited about just shopping. Shopping for homes and cluttering with all kinds of tchotchkes. Shopping for shoes and cluttering their front entrance with all the shoes and boots. Cluttering their closet with all their dresses and jackets and just different variations of outfits. And in the end of the day, we need to keep in mind and understand, when you put your home for sale, it is all about making it attractive to the buyer and visualize the space that they could create for themselves and their family.
Right.
And so it is my goal and my responsibility when we go into previewing homes that we really make sure that people prepare their homes for sale. And how they do it, if they need decluttering, we give them referrals to people that help them declutter. If they need to box it up, we have clients that, need that help because they already at the age where they can do physical lifting and packing and work themselves.
That's very important that you have those people that you trust that could help with that process.
I just recently had a case where I sent my stager over. She was helping my clients coordinate with all the furniture that was around the house. If necessary, they pretty much get rid of the old furniture and bring their own stuff to make it more attractive and more friendly to the eyeballs of the buyers and really make it more exciting for the buyers. And then she brought in another person that helped him box everything out. And then they put everything into the storage. So if you would walk into this apartment before and after, it's a tremendous difference between before and after.
Olga, I have a thought in mind. What about repainting the house? I mean, it's a bit of an
super
investment.
important.
Do you think it's worth it?
Yes. I have a saying that, well, back then it was $20. Now I say it's about $50. $50 gallon of paint. Remember,
Okay.
$50 gallon of paint will
Yeah.
cost you, if you don't do the job, close to $5 to $10 to $15 to $20,000 in the price reduction.
Wow, definitely worth it.
Yes, absolutely. I know it's very annoying to sometimes just move your stuff around and start doing all this paint jobs and work in the house, prepare it for sale. But keep in mind, when you put a fresh coat of paint, buyers in today's market do not see it beyond the fact that, oh my God, it's so much work. And if I buy this property, I will have to put in probably $20 to $30 to $40,000 worth of renovations.
Right.
So this is when the negotiations kick in. And I always bring it back to my clients. You know what? If you really want people to walk into your place and really have zipper, no room for negotiations, meaning that we did all the work.
Don't give them excuses.
No excuses, right? You staged it, you cleared up, you cleaned up, you used your furniture if it's, you know, nice enough.
Right.
You painted, you refreshed it. I can advertise like it's freshly painted. And the curb appeal, okay? If it's a private home, the curb appeal also from the outside makes a huge difference. Because when we put the house up for sale, remember, the sign goes up. That means that your home right there is now standing out among all other homes on the block.
Right.
So it means that it's your responsibility as a homeowner to really make it presentable.
So make sure your front yard is nice and neat. All the garbage is stored away.
Yes. And I always have a saying that everyone pays the price to maintain a home. Listen again, everyone pays the price to maintain their homes. You have two choices. You either pay the price when you're living there, and so you enjoying your, you know, all the input, and or you will pay for it when you sell it. Because in the end of the day, everyone pays the price. So if it's
Olga, what about paying a higher price in terms of more substantial renovations? I mean, putting on a fresh coat of paint, that's pretty minimal. What about putting in a brand new kitchen? What do you say about that? Is that wise?
The brand new kitchen is the most valuable investment you could do.
Really? Okay.
Bathrooms are the next, okay, the most valuable, because when buyers are walking in, forget about buyers, I maybe should say more females that are walking in, right? Or someone that spends more time in the kitchen, right? It could be either or, male or female, husband and wife, or whatever. So usually individuals that spend more time in the kitchen, they will really admire all your input into the kitchen renovations, okay? From countertops to appliances to cabinets. And it's
what do you think is the ratio? What's the ratio? Let's say you put in 50 grand into a kitchen, let's say. How much more can you ask in terms of price?
Well, it really depends, again, depends on how big the size of the kitchen is. It also depends on the square footage of the house. It depends on, you know, it depends on many different factors, right? I can be a little bit, I can be more specific about the general picture of, you know, if you put 50,000, can you get it all back? I will tell you this much. If you renovate your kitchen and bathrooms, it's almost 100% guaranteed that you will stand out among your competition online. Because if you, for example, selling an apartment or you're selling a house, and then there is other 20 to 30 to 40 apartments on the same area and zip code available for sale, and you have your place nicely presented and renovated, I could guarantee you that you will stand out.
Of course.
So what makes it happen in a much different scale is that the understanding that it will help us get you quicker and more money.
So Olga, that means part of your job is actually, before you put the house on the market, going through the house, pointing out all the little things or bigger things that should be fixed prior to you actually making pictures of the house and bringing prospective buyers in, right?
Absolutely. And remember, Michael, in many cases, I have clients that actually do have nice and well-maintained homes that are renovated. A lot of my clients maintain very nice, beautiful lifestyle where they
Right, of
have
course.
cleaning ladies coming in weekly and or sometimes even, multiple times a week. Some of my clients pretty much in a position where they have living people that constantly maintain their homes, right?
Mhm.
So, and I also have clients that probably for 30, 40 years didn't open the windows and didn't do any cleaning.
Right.
So our level of judgment is absolutely zero.
Mhm.
My job is to get excited no matter what product I represent. And in
Yeah.
the end of the day, it is my job and responsibility to tell you the truth, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Not to get insulted in any way, but we
Right.
always say the truth. And I would just come in and say, Michael, I have to honestly tell you that, today I will give you a few options. You either put it on the market like many other people do, and we will go through some hustle of getting
Mhm.
together and prepared. But in some cases, we will have to just sell it as is to investors and developers. And all you do is just take your keys and just let me sell it as is with all your junk and clutter.
Right.
So we do
Bottom
have
line, it's not about feeling, it's about dollars. And your job is to get for the client top dollar.
exactly.
Okay. Okay, Olga, very nice. Thank you. We appreciate it. And it's always glad to, I'm very glad to have you so you can give advice to sellers and to buyers. So please follow our videos. We're gonna give more tips to sellers and buyers of homes in Queens, Long Island. What is the best way to do it to get exactly what you want? Olga, thank you so much. Have a
Thank you,
great day. We'll
everybody.
see you very soon, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.